Hello and welcome back to Immortal News. In this video, we'll be sharing on 13 legends who have passed away today and in recent days. In our news segment, we'll delve into the health update about LeBron James's son. Your likes drive our content forward. Show your support by hitting that thumbs up. Thank you. Number 13, Bob Barker, a half-century of charisma and compassion. Bob Barker, the legendary host of The Price is Right and an impassioned advocate for animal rights, has passed away at the venerable age of 99. The sad news was confirmed on June 28th, with his publicist announcing the legendary television personality's death due to natural causes at his Hollywood Hills residence. Born in Darrington, Washington in 1923, Bob's journey led him from the Rosebud Indian Reservation to the heart of American entertainment. He charmed households for over 35 years as the host of The Price is Right, preceding which he had helmed Truth or Consequences from 1956 to 1975. Over his 5-decade-long career, Bob recorded more than 5,000 episodes, earned 19 Daytime Emmy Awards, and was inducted into the National Association of Broadcasting Hall of Fame and the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame. Yet Bob's legacy wasn't confined to television studios. He was a staunch animal rights advocate, partnering with Nancy Burnett, the president of United Activists for Animal Rights. Together they rallied against fur usage, and Bob generously donated to Columbia Law School to advance animal rights studies. Time magazine lauded him as one of the best game show hosts, praising his unique charm and warmth. His genuine interaction with contestants made him a favorite among viewers, and his signature reminder at the end of each show, "Don't forget to have your pets spayed or neutered," showed his dedication to a cause close to his heart. As we remember Bob Barker, we honor not just a television giant, but a man whose influence extended beyond the screen into the realms of compassion and advocacy. Tributes to Bob Barker. Number 12, Bernie Marsden, the riff master behind Whitesnake's anthems. Bernie Marsden, the English rock and blues guitarist renowned for his contributions to Whitesnake and the broader music community, passed away on August 24th. He was 72 years old. Marsden got his first professional gig with UFO in 1972 and later played for various bands, including Glenn Cornick's Wild Turkey and Babe Ruth. His big break came when he met David Coverdale in Munich during the folding of Pace Ashton Lord, a post-Deep Purple band. This led to the formation of Whitesnake, where Marsden's guitar work became iconic, setting the foundation for many of the band's greatest hits. Marsden's post-Whitesnake career was equally impactful. He formed various bands such as Bernie Marsden's SOS and Alaska before reuniting with Whitesnake guitarist Mickey Moody to create the Moody Marsden Band. He also had a solo career, producing albums like Kings, which was a tribute to blues giants like Albert King, Freddie King, and B.B. King. His work earned him many awards and honors, including an honorary Master of Arts degree from the University of Buckingham in 2015. In 2021, he was crowned the Lord of the Blues at the HRH Awards. His recent projects included releasing Trios, an homage to power trios that influenced him, and conducting his Guitar Mojo Experience, an event dedicated to guitar enthusiasts. Marsden's lasting influence goes beyond Whitesnake and his solo ventures. He collaborated with greats like Elkie Brooks, Warren Haynes of the Allman Brothers Band, and even played guitar in the Ringo Starr Band. His work has been featured in numerous TV shows, and he also produced a blues-based documentary filmed in Mississippi. His death has been met with an outpouring of grief and tributes, not least from David Coverdale, who took to Twitter to express his condolences. Marsden leaves behind a lasting legacy that spans multiple generations and musical genres. Bernie Marsden's music will forever echo in the annals of rock and blues history, a fitting tribute to a man whose guitar work enthralled millions. His legacy is not just in the notes he played, but in the inspiration he provided to countless musicians and fans worldwide. Tribute to Bernie Marsden. Number 11. Alexandra Paul, a graceful force on ice and a shining legal mind. Alexandra Paul, the Canadian competitive ice dancer and attorney, passed away tragically on August 22nd when her car was hit by a transport truck. She was only 31 years old. Born in Toronto on September 16, 1991, Paul left an indelible mark in the world of figure skating before transitioning to a career in law. Paul first gained attention with her ice dancing partner and future husband Mitchell Islam. Together they won the silver medal at the 2010 World Junior Championships and bronze at the 2013 Nebelhorn Trophy. The duo were three-time Canadian national bronze medalists and represented Canada at the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, where they placed 18th. Despite facing numerous challenges, including injuries, the pair continued to compete at an elite level until their retirement in December 2016. Following her skating career, Paul pursued education, completing a degree in political science at Oakland University and later joining the law firm Barristan Law as an attorney in 2021. Paul was not just a professional achiever, she was also a dedicated wife and mother. She married Islam in September 2021 and subsequently gave birth to their son Charles, marking the beginning of a new chapter in her life that was sadly cut short. Her life was a blend of athletic grace and intellectual rigor, leaving a legacy that transcends the skating rink to include her impact on the legal profession and her role as a wife and mother. Tribute to Alexandra Paul. Number 10. Bob Feldman, a pillar of 60s pop music and enduring legacy. Bob Feldman, an iconic songwriter and producer known for shaping the sound of the 1960s, passed away at the age of 83 on August 23rd. The cause of death has not yet been disclosed. His passing was announced by his longtime friend and business partner, Richard Gotterer, who collaborated with Feldman on numerous chart-topping hits. Born in Brooklyn, New York, Feldman found his early songwriting partner and neighbor Jerry Goldstein. Along with Gotterer, they formed FGG Productions and became significant players in the Brill-building songwriting hub. The trio was responsible for several timeless classics, including the Angels' #1 Billboard Hot 100 hit, My Boyfriend's Back, and the McCoys' Hang On Sloopy, which remains an unofficial anthem at Ohio State University sports events. They also scored with their own band, The Strangeloves, charting Hot 100 top 40 hits like I Want Candy. Feldman's talents weren't confined to music. He was also a published author, releasing a book of verse, lyrics, and memoirs in 2019 titled, Simply Put, Thoughts and Feelings from the Heart. His legacy in the music industry is undeniable, with tracks like Sorrow becoming a hit for David Bowie and I Want Candy being famously covered by Bow Wow Wow in 1982. Feldman is survived by his daughters, Kyle and Mari, and is also the biological father of actor Corey Feldman. In the words of Gotterer, the memories of the times we shared, the songs we wrote, and the adventures that filled our lives remain. Sooner or later we'll all pass, but the music will live on. Rest in peace, Bob. We'll meet again. Tribute to Bob Feldman. Number 9. Rich Landrum, a diverse career in broadcasting and beyond. Rich Landrum, known as The Voice in the world of professional wrestling, passed away on August 14th at the age of 77. Landrum's career spanned multiple industries, starting in radio broadcasting at just 16 years old at WLE in Richmond, Virginia. He later moved to television, working for WXX-TV, where he found his true calling in professional wrestling commentary. Best known for hosting the syndicated program Worldwide Wrestling from 1978 to 1982, Landrum's voice became synonymous with wrestling entertainment in the era. His seamless on-air chemistry with Johnny Weaver, the color commentator he nicknamed the Dean of Professional Wrestling, earned them the admiration of fans and contemporaries alike. Landrum's career in wrestling continued when he briefly joined the World Wrestling Federation in 1983. However, Landrum's life took a darker turn when he was convicted of making an unregistered bomb and wiretapping his ex-wife's phone in 1987. Following his legal troubles, he shifted his career, entering the retail hardware business in 1998 and eventually founding his own company, American Hearth and Home, in 2000. Even in his later years, he never severed his ties with the wrestling community, often appearing at shows and fan fests. Landrum's life story serves as a testament to the complexities and contradictions inherent in human experience. Despite the highs and lows, his impact on professional wrestling remains significant, and the industry will likely remember him for years to come. He is survived by his ex-wife, Linda Landrum, and their family. Tribute to Rich Landrum. Number 8. Ignacio Solares, a conduit of mystical reality and Mexican heritage. Ignacio Solares, an influential Mexican novelist, editor, and playwright, passed away on August 24th in Mexico City at the age of 78. He was a pivotal figure in Mexican literature, renowned for blending mystical occurrences and dislocations of reality in his works. Born on January 15, 1945, in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Solares was an esteemed member of the faculty at the National Autonomous University of Mexico. He served various roles there, including the coordinator of cultural activities for literature and arts and the director of the Department of Theater and Dance. Solares also directed the cultural magazine Revista de la Universidad de Mexico and edited the cultural supplement to the weekly magazine Siempre. Among his most notable works was the best-selling novel The Invasion, which delved into the complexities of the United States invasion of Mexico during the Mexican-American War. His work, Anonimo, drew comparisons to Kafka's The Metamorphosis and explored themes of spirituality beyond organized religion. Solares was also recognized for his contributions to historical fiction and psychotherapy. His book Delirium Tremens, Stories of Suffering and Transcendence, offered a harrowing study of addiction, inspired in part by his father's experiences with delirium tremens. He was the recipient of several accolades, including the Novedades Prize in 1988 for his novel Houses of Enchantment. Esteemed critic Eladio Cortez lauded him as one of contemporary Mexico's best novelists, a sentiment reflected in the enduring impact of his works on both literature and culture. Tribute to Ignacio Solares. Number 7. Tijl De Decker, a rising star in cycling cut tragically short. Tijl De Decker, a 22-year-old promising Belgian cyclist, died in a tragic training accident after colliding with a car. The incident occurred on August 25th, and De Decker was immediately rushed to the Lier hospital in critical condition. After undergoing surgery, he was transferred to a hospital in Antwerp and placed in an induced coma. He passed away from his injuries, leaving the cycling world and his team, Lotto Destiny, in deep sorrow. De Decker had recently triumphed in the Paris-Roubaix for juniors and had secured the 4th position in the Belgian National Championship for juniors just last Sunday. He was set to join the professional ranks with Lotto Destiny in the coming season. "We deeply believed in Teal's growth potential," said Stéphane Hulot, the CEO of Lotto Destiny. His transition to the pro team was the logical next step. We will remember him as a warm and kind-hearted individual. The news of his passing has sent shockwaves through the cycling community. Teams from around the globe, including Ineos Grenadiers, Groupama FDJ, and Bora Hansgrohe, have expressed their condolences. His legacy will be remembered as a tale of incredible promise cut tragically short, leaving us all to wonder what could have been. Tribute to Teal De Decker. Number 6. Chryss Goulandris, a luminary in business and philanthropy. Chryss Goulandris, a Greek-American business magnate with significant influence in Ireland and the United States, passed away on August 23rd, at the age of 73. She was born into the wealthy Goulandris family, well-known ship owners and operators. Goulandris spent her formative years primarily in Manhattan and studied French civilization and art history at the Sorbonne. Her journey into the business world began within her family offices, where she gained experience in diverse activities, from silver futures trading to horse breeding. She made her mark by owning a large horse breeding operation spread across Ireland, France, and other countries. Goulandris was also appointed chairperson of the Irish National Stud, a position she held for over a decade. Chryss Goulandris married Tony O'Reilly, a media and industrial tycoon, in 1991. Together, their combined wealth was astronomical, and both were heavily involved with the Ireland funds. Lady O'Reilly was also known for her philanthropic efforts, including the naming gift for the O'Reilly Theater in Pittsburgh. Aside from her business acumen and philanthropy, Goulandris was an influential figure in the realm of horse breeding. She managed operations in multiple countries and was credited for breeding 11 Group 1 winners, including 2 at Royal Ascot. Her estate, Castle Martin House, was not just her home, but also the base for a Charolais cattle breeding operation. Chryss Goulandris leaves behind a legacy of business leadership, significant contributions to equestrian sports, and a generous spirit of philanthropy that reached across the Atlantic. Tribute to Chryss Goulandris. Number 5. Carlos Gonzaga, the voice that defined Brazilian pop music of the 50s. Carlos Gonzaga, born José Gonzaga Ferreira, passed away on August 25th at the age of 99. Gonzaga became a national sensation in Brazil after his 1958 version of the song Diana. Moving from Minas Gerais to São Paulo in search of a better life, Gonzaga initially worked in a chair manufacturing company before being discovered for his singing talent. Encouraged by friends, he started participating in freshman music programs and eventually caught the eye of Radio Tupi in São Paulo, where he became a regular singer. Over the years, his recordings, including versions of songs like O Carol, Bat Masterson, and Cavaleiros do Chiu, won him widespread acclaim. Gonzaga lived in Santo André, São Paulo, since the 1980s. His life journey from carrying bags in Paraisópolis to becoming a national icon makes him a symbol of Brazilian musical aspiration and achievement. Tribute to Carlos Gonzaga. Number 4. Diane de Margerie, a pillar in French literature and translation. Diane de Margerie, an acclaimed French novelist, literary critic, and translator, passed away on August 25th at the age of 95. She was a part of a family deeply entrenched in literary and intellectual circles. Her father was the nephew of writer Edmond Rostand, and her brother, Bertrand de Margerie, was a Jesuit theologian. Diane was twice married, first to Prince Riccardo Pignatelli della Leonessa and then to writer Dominique Fernandez, and she had 3 children. Over her career, she served on the Prix Femina jury and garnered numerous awards. She lived in various countries, including China and Italy, which enriched her perspective as a writer. Her literary works often incorporated elements of autobiography and were noted for their poetic style. Among her most celebrated works are La Femme en Pierre, dedicated to the Notre Dame de Chartres, and Isola, Retour des Îles Galapagos, a poetic travel memoir. Tribute to Diane de Margerie. Number 3. Francois Rodier, pioneering the future of astrophysics and optics. Francois Rodier, an eminent French physicist and astronomer, passed away on August 19th at the age of 86. Rodier's career was a succession of groundbreaking contributions to astrophysics and optical sciences. He received his degree from the prestigious École Normale Supérieure in Paris in 1956 and went on to join the French National Center for Scientific Research. There, he developed an atomic jet spectrograph that significantly advanced solar studies. Rodier moved to the United States in 1984 to work for the National Optical Astronomy Observatory, where he was instrumental in the development of adaptive optics. He created a new type of wavefront sensor known as a curvature sensor, a key component that revolutionized optical telescopic systems worldwide, including those of the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope and the Japanese Subaru telescope. Later in life, he turned his intellectual curiosity towards the thermodynamic aspects of evolution. François Roddier leaves behind an enduring legacy in the field of astrophysics, optics, and scientific inquiry. He is survived by his spouse, Claude Rodier, with whom he collaborated on many of his groundbreaking projects. Tribute to François Roddier. Breaking news. In a dramatic turn of events for one of basketball's royal families, Ronnie James, eldest son of NBA icon LeBron James, has been diagnosed with a congenital heart defect. Despite the alarming revelation, the James family remains upbeat, expecting Bronny to make a full recovery and return to the basketball court soon. "We are very confident in Bronny's full recovery," assured a family spokesperson, echoing the resilience that runs in the James family. The 18-year-old talent, who had committed to the University of Southern California, suffered a sudden cardiac arrest in July but has since stabilized. The congenital condition, one of the most common birth defects, will be treated through subsequent evaluations at top medical centers. With Bronny's basketball future on temporary hold, the focus now shifts to his health, surely the most crucial game he'll ever play. Now it's time to remember the legends who passed away in the past years. Number 2. Mabel John, a pioneering voice in soul music and ministry. Mabel John, an iconic figure in the soul music landscape, passed away on August 26th in 2022 at the age of 91. Mabel was a trailblazing female artist, signed to Motown Records by Berry Gordy, and later collaborating with the likes of Isaac Hayes and Ray Charles. John's musical journey commenced in Detroit, where she worked at an insurance company owned by Gordy's mother. Her soulful voice caught Gordy's attention, and she was soon performing on Detroit's nightclub circuit, eventually signing with Motown in 1959. Although her Motown hits were few, John left a significant impact. She transitioned to Stax Records in 1966, scoring a hit with Your Good Thing, which was later covered by several artists including Lou Rawls and Bonnie Raitt. Mabel John eventually found a decade-long home as a member of the Raylettes, Ray Charles's backing vocal group. Her unique ability to adapt to various musical styles, from gospel to blues and country, highlighted her versatile talent. She also explored other avenues, co-writing semi-autobiographical novels with David Ritz and dabbling in acting. As her career evolved, John turned to ministry, founding a small Baptist church in Los Angeles and organizing charitable activities for the homeless. Mabel John leaves behind her son Lemuel Taylor, a brother Murtis John Jr., and several grandchildren. She is remembered as R&B royalty, a pioneering voice in both music and community service. Her legacy, embedded in the annals of Motown and Stax Records, as well as in the hearts of those she helped through her ministry, will continue to inspire. Tribute to Mabel John. Number 1. Neil Simon, the playwright who captured America's comic soul. Neil Simon, a luminary of American theater whose writing career spanned more than 6 decades, passed away on August 26 in 2018 at the age of 91. Born Marvin Neil Simon on July 4, 1927, in the Bronx, New York, he discovered his passion for writing at a young age. He was part of the iconic writing staff for Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows, where he honed his craft alongside legends like Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. Simon's first Broadway success came in 1961 with Come Blow Your Horn, and he remained a dominant force in the theater world ever since. Simon was prolific, writing over 30 plays that often tapped into the neuroses and foibles of everyday Americans. Among his most beloved works are The Odd Couple, Barefoot in the Park, and the Pulitzer Prize-winning Lost in Yonkers. In 1968, he accomplished the extraordinary feat of having 4 shows on Broadway simultaneously. He won 3 Tony Awards for Best Play and received 16 Tony nominations in total. His works also ventured into film and television. The Odd Couple was adapted into a hit movie and a long-running TV series. Simon was also a 4-time Academy Award nominee and the recipient of the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. In an unparalleled honor, a Broadway theater was named after him during his lifetime. The impact of Simon's works goes beyond the laughs they elicited. They were a mirror held up to the American society of his time. The New Yorker's John Lahr said it best in 2010. For almost half a century, his comedies have offered light at the end of whatever dark tunnel America has found itself in. Tribute to Neil Simon. That concludes our coverage for today, but the stories of those we've lost continue to resonate with us all. We invite you to also watch our special feature on the 13 biggest stars who died recently, where we pay homage to the lives, talents, and legacies that have left an indelible mark on our world. You can find the link to that video in the description below, or click on the card appearing on your screen now. If you found today's video informative and touching, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Immortal News for more compelling stories and tributes. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.